What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Orange Wires Garage YouTube channel. My name is Mike, and this is a 2007 Toyota Tacoma two-door two-wheel drive with a 2.7 liter four-cylinder and automatic transmission. In the last episode, we picked this truck up from Copart. It was wrecked up front just a little bit, so we pulled all that out. We got a new test fit on all of our new parts. And in this episode, we're going to start out painting the underside of the hood, paint our new fender, get the top of the truck primed up, get the whole truck ready for paint. So let's get started, get some of this work done, and see where it takes us. So what we're going to paint today, I've got the hood in the booth. I sanded the other side and then I scuffed up the back side. So I'm going to paint the back side of the hood. And then we've got the brand new fender. And you see I put my rock guard on down below. So I've got the rock guard on, and then I'm going to completely paint this fender and then the little headlight filler. And then this is the driver's side fender. So I took it off, and then I got the headlight filler for that. And I got just a little bit of a bad spot here on this fender, so I'm going to blend around on this fender and get it all painted up, get it looking good. Turned out really nice. That looks really good. And then this fender that I blended on, it turned out really good. I'm okay with that. And then here's our brand new fender, and it turned out really slick. So I'm happy with that. And man, my beard is all over the place from the mask. But what I'm gonna do is just let this stuff dry overnight. And then tomorrow, I'll paint that hood on the outside, and then we'll get the truck primed up and get it ready to get it painted and get it in the booth. Then we can put it back together and I can hit the road with that little truck. Man, I'm really excited. I'm happy with the way everything turned out. So we'll check back in tomorrow when we paint the hood and we prime the roof. Well, I just got through wrapping the truck up here. We got a few spots to prime, including that whole roof. So I got the roof all sanded down. We're gonna put some primer on that. I went ahead and flipped the hood over and just got through putting 3 coats of base and 2 coats of clear coat on that. Turned out pretty good, only got 1 bug in it that I saw. So I'm gonna get this primed up and then we'll be ready tomorrow after the primer dries to get this thing in the booth and get it painted. Well, we got the roof all primed and then I sanded it all down. Got the little truck all the way up here, all taped up in the booth. Going to paint that roof and then just kind of blend and get everything kind of set up. I'm going to go ahead and seal the roof, and I'm going to put some base coat on. We're going to get some clear coat on. So that's some 2K sealer. Well, that's the Challenger sealer. It's dark gray. It kind of looks black. I think this color probably calls for light gray. Doesn't really have any of that, and I've already used the dark gray on the rest of the truck. So we'll come back with 3 coats of base coat on top of this. I'm running a little bit tight on paint. So for the first coat, I used some Barcelona red on top of the sealer. Kind of just helped me out a little bit because I really just don't have a lot of paint. So I'm just trying to stretch it here. Paint store's closed today. We want to get it painted. I was able to stretch the paint out and it looks like we got some good coverage. The best I'm going to get anyway. It looks pretty good. I'm going to let that flash off. Kind of get rid of all the solvents, and then we'll get some clear on the top, get it looking better. Just because I done that right there, it don't mean it's a proper thing to do. You want to make sure you get your base coat right, but this thing's not going to really match 100% anyway, so the blend is going to help it out, and that Barcelona just helped me just smooth that on out so I could go ahead and get it painted today. I'm happy with it. I think it's going to look perfect, so I'm going to mix some clear up and put 2 coats of clear on this thing, let it dry. Man, that clear coat slicked on out. It's got a few little pieces of dust in it, nothing major, but man, it looks good, bright and shiny little truck. Blended everything together. And I didn't go through the trouble of fixing every little thing because this is a 2007 with 216,000 miles. We don't want to go down the road sometimes like I do where I feel like I need to paint everything all over, because this is a runaround truck and that's what we want it to be. No more, no less. A good little truck that looks pretty good, and that's exactly what we're going to have. So I'm going to let it dry overnight and then we'll start putting everything back together tomorrow. I can't wait to drive this truck for the first time. I'm just super excited. It's the next day here. We got this truck all shined up. It's nice and dry. We're going to go ahead and get it untaped, get all this plastic put up, get the truck out of the booth, start getting it put back together. But check it out here. I think it turned out super slick. And you know, we're still, like I said, we're not looking for just an all over paint job. Had just a little bit of a mishap. Had a little overspray that I got on this door edge right here. I was trying to get it off with some lacquer thinner, and you see what it did. It went right through that old clear coat. So probably needed to blend the door anyway. So I'm gonna wet sand this door down, take the emblems off, de-trim everything, and go ahead and put some clear coat and blend on this door. Might as well do it right, because if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. And we'll get some clear coat on it. Had to buy about 12 more ounces of paint. That's all right, man. This truck's worth it. So we're gonna get that done. We'll get the door took down. We're gonna get everything sanded down. And we'll tape it back up. We'll meet you back here. and that looks really good. It turned out really slick. I'm hoping that it helps with my fender blend here, but definitely got our little spot fixed up top. And that looks good, so I'm satisfied with that. Let it dry overnight and get it untaped tomorrow. Well guys, it's the next day here. The door has had almost a whole day to dry, so I just pulled it out of the booth, got it all untaped, and got it here in the shop. It's looking pretty good. It's nice and slick, not too bad on that door. So we're gonna start putting this truck back together today. And I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but the radiator got busted on this truck, so I need to swap out the radiator. So I already removed the fan and the fan shroud, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this new radiator in, get everything all buttoned back up. Got that antenna put on, got the door all put back together, so that's looking nice. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is get that hood and put that on before I put the fender on here, because I don't want to take a chance on scratching it up, and I'm here by myself, so I think I'll just scoot these protectors right on the corners, and that'll keep me from scratching up the fenders. Let's see how that works. Get the hood put on, then we get the fender put on. We're getting really, really close, getting everything put back on. Well, I got the hood back on, got the fender all back in, the fender liners all clipped up, got the antenna on, and I put the headlights on, and this thing's looking really good. I just clipped the bumper in, and I like the little black bumper. I'm gonna leave this one stock because it's supposed to have a black bumper, and that's what we're gonna do on this one. And I think that the grill on these are like a little light gray color. I might do that, or I might just do black. You can see it's kind of like a gray, like a little charcoal gray. And I may have some of that paint. So I might just paint it that color, or I might just paint it black to kind of match the bumper. But we gotta let that dry a little bit, and then we're gonna spray this thing. So it is the next day here, and I got the grill in the booth, and I think I've decided to just go back like the original color, the charcoal gray. We'll see how it looks. And if it don't look to suit us, we'll just paint it black. We could color match it, but I don't think this truck needs a color match. I think the charcoal gray is gonna look good. So I'm gonna clean this off real good, get all the wax and grease off of it, then put a couple of coats of this Duplicolor on. It should look really, really nice. I was afraid of that. I don't know if I really like this. I mean, I guess it kind of looks okay, but I don't like the way that the plastic is looking. So I think I might spray a couple of coats of sealer on it and then maybe top coat it and see how it looks, because I'm not real happy with the way it is right now. And I just didn't like that spray can. So I mixed up some silver and black paint and I painted this grill, put a little bit of hardener in with the base coat. So it should dry kind of flat, but hard still, because that's what we're after. We don't want it to be super shiny. But tell me what you think. You think that looks a lot better? And I think it looks perfect. So we're gonna let it dry here before we put it back on the truck. So the grill, it turned out pretty good. I like it. Just not too shiny, just a little bit dull, kind of a charcoal gray like it should be. I'm really digging that. See how that fits. And I know a couple of y'all been asking, am I going to change the wheels out on this one? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to get some paint and we're going to paint those wheels so we can clean them up and paint them, because the tires are brand new. And I got some Duplicolor wheel paint, and I promise that I'm not going to mix up any paint on this. I'm going to use this on the wheels. And I got a couple of them took off, and I just feathered out the rough spots here using some 600 sandpaper, and then I've got a scuff pad, a red scuff pad, and I just cleaned them all up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape them off. There's a lot of things you can do around here. You know, I think I'm just going to tape it off. You know, just spray maybe a little bit of etch primer on these bare spots. I'm going to tape it up, and I'm going to get these two painted and kind of see what they look like. So that right there is a $12 can of paint, and we prepped it right. So it's gonna stick and it's gonna look good for a long, long time. I think that looks really nice. For 12 bucks, you just can't beat it. So I got two more to do here. I'll get those done, and then we'll get it back up on the truck and see what it looks like. Everything painted, the wheels look good, the truck's looking good. We got to clean the interior a little bit, and I like to use a steam cleaner to kind of clean all the door panels and stuff. And I bought this awesome all-purpose cleaner from the Dollar General for $1. We're going to use it to kind of supplement the steam. And then I did bring out the Shark because we're going to have to clean the seat a little bit right in the middle. So right in the middle of the seat, you can see those stains. So I'm going to use the Shark on that and around the console, just around the seat edges a little bit, just to clean the seat up. And then maybe a little bit, just a little bit on the carpet, but not a lot. The carpet's in pretty good shape, but we use a steam cleaner to take care of the door panels and just kind of the little the little nooks and crannies in the dash and down in the console and get this thing all cleaned up. We don't want to get it too wet inside because I've been driving it around and man, it's driving really good. So let's clean the inside up and get that all shined up, and then we'll shine up the outside. We'll pull it outside and see what it looks like. And I think that turned out really, really good. I'm not gonna put any Armor All or anything on the dash just yet. We got that seat pretty wet. I'm gonna have to let a fan blow in it and leave the doors open, kind of dry that out. But I'll pull it outside in a minute and we'll get a good look at it. But I wanted to go ahead and use some of this Torque detail spray on it. This is a ceramic spray, and this is good stuff. And they don't sponsor the channel or nothing. But I buy this and I put it on almost every one of these trucks. It just really slicks it down. I'll leave the link in the description down below, because if you buy it straight from these guys, you can buy 3 of them for 30 bucks, or if you buy it off of Amazon, you get 1 of them for 30 bucks. So this is really good stuff. Like I said, they don't sponsor the channel or anything. It's just good stuff and you should try it. Truck is far from being perfect, but man, I think it turned out really, really good. And this is the part where I want to know what you think, because we're going to break down the cost of this truck, how much we spent and how much it's worth and all that stuff. So let's hop right to it. I got the high bid for $3,400 at Copart, paid $800 in fees, $115 shipping, $460 for the body parts, $75 for headlights, $360 for red paint, and all in all, I got $5,266 in this truck. But I really want to know what you think, because it's probably worth, your Kelley Blue Book, about $7,000 with 216,000 miles. And that's not a lot of money, but you know what? It's a super truck. I've been driving it around for a couple of days while I work on my Tundra, and I love this little truck. I think anybody would love it. And there's still a couple of things I'd like to do to it, like maybe replace this rear bumper. It's got some dents and I don't know, a couple of $100. I'm thinking about doing that. Things that it needs, and I've already ordered it, is new struts up front and new shocks for the rear. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll probably put a new bumper on this truck. But for right now, I'm just gonna drive it around and enjoy it for a while. And I guess if somebody showed up and said they'd give me $7,000 for it, I'd probably take it. But it's an awful good truck. If I had it to do over again, I would absolutely do the same thing. But I think we ran out of time for this video, guys. And don't forget to give us a follow on Instagram at Orange Wires Garage. Turn your post notifications on. We've got huge things planned for this channel. We'll catch you guys next time in the next episode. We're out.